What is going on, guys? My name is Michael, but you can call me MAB, and today I'm going to be responding to all the comments, not all the comments, some of the comments on the video that I just uploaded that was titled Mortal Kombat 11. It's actually a better game than Mortal Kombat 1. But first, thank you so much everyone for 500 subscribers! Yes! Yes! Wow, that was... wow, I'm actually going to have to clean this up. That's crazy. But thank you so much to everyone for 500 subscribers. 500 people is a lot of people, bro. It's a lot of people. And thank you to everyone that has pressed the subscribe button. I really do appreciate this shit. This is what I want to do. This is it. This is it. So if you guys subscribe, it helps me out a lot. And hopefully those of you who have can stick with me on this journey. But let's get to the actual point of this video now. In my last video, I presented a theory. That theory was Mortal Kombat 1 was never supposed to exist. It was supposed to be Injustice 3. I presented my evidence. I presented the round ending sound effects between both games. Play them now. I presented the super moves and fatal blows in both games. Play them now. And I also presented the clash between in Injustice 2 compared to the character selection screen in Mortal Kombat 1. You can play that now. But after reading the comments of this video, the things that other people found, the things that other people saw, like, it's actually crazy once you start putting it all together. Everything points to the fact that Mortal Kombat 1 was actually supposed to be Injustice 3. And I'm going to tell you some of these things right now. So since NetherRealm's acquisition of Mortal Kombat as a property, Mortal Kombat has released in April. Every single time it's released since Mortal Kombat 9. Mortal Kombat 9 released in April, as we can see here, right? April 19th, 2011. MKX. April 14th, 2015, right? MK11, when did MK11 release? April 23rd, 2019. But weirdly, Mortal Kombat 1 did not release in April. Mortal Kombat 1 released in September, I think, right? If I'm not mistaken. What exact date was it? 2023? September 19th, 2023. Mortal Kombat 1 is the only game to have not released in April in the NRS era, because NRS took over. Mortal Kombat 9 is the first NRS Mortal Kombat game, right? So since then, they've all released in April except for Mortal Kombat 1. But that's not the only piece of evidence that I was able to gather from the comments, and props to this guy in the comments. Props to person in the comments for saying this. Has anyone ever thought about the fact that every single guest character in Mortal Kombat 1 has something in common? What does Omni-Man, Homelander, and Peacemaker have to do with each other? Guys, did you ever think about that? Oh wait, they're all anti-heroes. So wait, are you telling me that they also would have worked in an Injustice Combat pack, Injustice DLC first pack? Because since when does Mortal Kombat put superheroes as DLC characters? Because that's what they all are. They're all superheroes. Every single one of them would have fit in an Injustice Combat pack way better than the Mortal Kombat Combat pack. But hey, this game was supposed to be Mortal Kombat, right? It definitely was not supposed to be Injustice. At Zarkon619, this was the comment that fully like solidified my thought process. He says the cameo system would have made more sense with sidekicks of superheroes. And then I'm thinking, guys, what do you call it when a superhero appears in another superhero's movie? What do we call that? When there's a little reference to another superhero. What did we call it every time Stan Lee would appear in a Marvel and an MCU film? What was that called again? A cameo. Ah! Bro, it was right in front of us. The cameo mechanic doesn't seem like a Mortal Kombat thing because it was never f***ing supposed to be a Mortal Kombat thing. It was meant for Injustice. They literally changed the C into a K and then said it was meant to be in Mortal Kombat because Mortal Kombat always switches the C's around for the K's. But superhero movies are all about cameos. So obviously the cameo mechanic was supposed to be an Injustice thing. It was never supposed to be Scorpion teaming up with Sub-Zero. They don't do that. Scorpion and Sub-Zero, like, they don't fuck with each other, bro. Like, what? It doesn't make sense. It was supposed to be Batman and Robin. It was supposed to be Joker and Harley Quinn. And those Robin and Harley Quinn would make more sense as cameos in comparison to Sub-Zero or Kung Lao or Motaro or any of these characters that were cameos in Mortal Kombat. Teaming up is like a superhero thing. Teaming up, like Batman and Superman teaming up, it's a thing, right? And it would make so much sense if the cameo mechanic was an Injustice 3 thing instead of a Mortal Kombat 1 thing. right? If you think about all the evidence that I presented, the cameos, the guest characters all being superheroes, the super moves versus the fatal blows in Mortal Kombat 1 and Injustice 2, right? The clash in Injustice 2 versus the character selection screen in Mortal Kombat 1, right? And then obviously the round ending sound, that one is like, you can't deny that one. That one is way too similar. Like I said in the last video, my theory still remains the same. NRS began to develop Injustice 3, but Warner Brothers wanted them to change to Mortal Kombat 1. Now, a guy in the comments said that that's because Mortal Kombat 1 sells better. But, bro, my brother in Christ, if you were charging me, instead of the €10 they were charging, the $10 they were charging for Deceptionly Made, if you were charging me €10 for the Dark Knight Batman, take my money, NetherRealm. If you were charging me €10 for Arrowverse Flash, take my I'm sorry. I know in the last video I was saying like, oh, you shouldn't charge me that. But if the skin makes sense, if they turned around and they were like, oh, we're gonna do a Dark Knight Trilogy skin pack, and we're gonna charge you $15, but you're gonna get Heath Ledger Joker, you're gonna get Tom Hardy Bane, you're gonna get Christian Bale Batman, and you're also gonna get Anne Hathaway's Catwoman, all for the price of $15. I'm paying the money! I'm sorry, I'm paying it though. Hey, they would have had me by the balls, because if you made this a DC thing, because I'm not trying to discredit how popular Mortal Kombat is, but if it was DC characters as these big microtransactions, I wouldn't have bought a fucking eye. I would have spent more money on the DLC on the skins in this game than the actual price of the game. Like, that's how much I like DC. Look at me, bro. This isn't even intentional. This is not even. Look at me. This is not intentional. Am I crazy for thinking that if they stuck with the Injustice 3, they made the cameo superheroes like Beast Boy cameo, like, oh my god, what the possibilities, that the things they could have done, like with Injustice characters instead of Mortal Kombat characters if there was the cameo mechanic, like, oh, it just makes sense. Let's just pretend like Superboy was one of the cameos that could have been in the game. You release a Young Justice skin pack, and you can get a damn skin for Connor Kent's skin from the show. Like, don't with me, bro. Keep the damn cameo mechanic for Injustice 3. Don't get rid of it. Keep it for Injustice, guys. I want it. I want it, please. Keep it for Injustice, because that's what it was supposed to be for. Keep the cameo mechanic for Injustice, okay? Okay.